Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time to get into the challenge, the finale, the final one episode. I was kind of shocked because I'm used to seeing the final being 2 episodes, and even though I'm not going to complain, the final was really, really good for me. I have a couple of 2 cents. I got a lot of 2 cents about this final, and then I'm gonna let it go. I don't even know if this is gonna be an hour. I want to see what you all have to say. Now I see Dejan. Dejan, I hope I get you and Davion confused just because y'all names both start with D's. I'm sorry if I got y'all confused. But I think Dejan, let me check my Twitter right now. Was it on Twitter or was it on Instagram? Somebody inboxed me and was telling me something about the final, and I was like, I haven't even watched it yet. I'm so sorry. I don't know who it was. I can't even find the message no more. Let me put this phone on Do Not Disturb and let's get into it. So I didn't watch this until my lunch break today. Excuse the glam. Excuse the no glam. I literally just walked from my work desk right there over to my recording desk over here, and your girl is tired. And I wanted to be glam because I went out last night and I had a really good time, and that's probably why I'm so sore. I had a really good time last night, and that's why I didn't watch the episode until today. And I just been working. I'm probably going to work this weekend as well. But like I was telling my friends, year end is only once a year. The rest of the year, my work schedule is really smooth, so I really can't complain. I just got to get through it. But I want to see what Dejan is talking about real quick, and then I'm going to get into the episode. What did he say? Because he said, I'm not going to be able to make the live, but I just want to say a few things. I think this final was easier than Ride or Dies, and I hated the reward for doing a checkpoint. What was the reward for doing a checkpoint? I thought, at the beginning. We're going to get into that because I kind of like that. I really like this final. Okay. I feel the advantages were too much, and Tori would have beaten Michaela, possibly Chanel if there were wait, but they all started at the same time. The only matter of fact, Chanel and Corey were the only two people with a disadvantage. Everybody else started at the same time besides Bananas. So I don't know. I really liked it, but that's why we're here, so we could chat about it, and everyone is not going to have the same opinion. Look, so I can't even get it out. It was you, Dejan, that tweeted me, and yeah, it was on Twitter. And he was like, I'm surprised Tori finished that puzzle first. I said, let me go watch this. Because when he was tweeting and he was telling me about Tori, I was like, oh, I hope Tori ain't win this thing. Because, I was pulling for the Survivor Black girls. And I'm just saying, I'm surprised Tori completed the puzzle first. And everyone did a great job during the final, in my opinion. I got that IMO. Down. Okay, thank you for leaving your thoughts, Dejan. I know I'm sorry you couldn't make the live. But let's get into it. Let's get into the show. Let's just start from the beginning. We ain't had no filler. It was all final. And to me, it was all good. I said this last week. The final was stacked. Anybody could have won this final. It could have went to either of the 8. The 4 women, the 4 men. And for the most part, I really wouldn't have cared who won. It was so many people. I was pulling for Corey and Michaela. Those were my picks. I was wrong. And boy, was I wrong about Corey. I mean, I had the whole Tyra emoji on tweet. Like, we were rooting for you. Now, I'm not mad at the beginning where it was 4, I guess, obstacles, checkpoints, whatever TJ called it, 4 stations. They completed them equal time, and if you won one of the stations, you got a 1-minute head start. If you lost a minute, and if you bet on yourself, you gain 2 minutes or you lose 2 minutes. I was kind of confused, but I said, look, TJ, I'm gonna rock with your math, because one thing I know is the math. But I didn't understand, like, okay, so the one team got a 1-minute advantage. Majority of the people got a 1-minute advantage. So are you really losing 2 minutes? Because if X is the start time and I gain a minute and you lose a minute, you really down 2 minutes because you still got to wait for X, which is the start time. But you know what? I'm going to let them rock with the rules and the math, however they wanted to do it. I thought it was cute. So up first was the strength, and that's just pulling boxes on the sled over the finish line up a hill. Cool. Hey, Davion. Hey, Zuda. Hey, Koki. Everybody in the chat. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. I'm going to come back to some of y'all comments. I want to get my thoughts out first, but I am looking and talking. Okay. Hey, DM Rocks. Did you hear when Tori was sucking at the axe throwing? She was like, F my life. Look, somebody else didn't get the axe either. Bananas. Let me say this from the beginning. Bananas and Tori finally had some real competition. Survivor came on the USA #2 and said, oh, we're about to show you what Survivor can do. Tori finally had real competition. And that's what I liked about this final. It was stacked. It wasn't no layups. There wasn't a layup in this final. The fact that Tori and Fessy didn't even finish. Hey, Zaki, I haven't seen you in a while. I seen you over there on the Instagram with those beautiful pictures, but I haven't seen you in the live in a while. Hey. Okay, back. I will get sidetracked. Angie, I got to focus. But I said all of that to say, even if Tori would have won this, final, I would be like, go girl, you deserved it because she had real competition. But the fact that she didn't even make it past #2, checkpoint #2, because she came last, or #3, whichever one it was. I said, see what happened when y'all let some real competition come on the show? Y'all faves don't always make it. But anyway, back to the first one. Strength, pulling them sleds up a hill. Hey, Dabu. You got drafts scored. Yes, I do have the draft scores. Let me see. I don't know which show I can't pull up on my computer. I'll get to that at the end. All I know is I lost. That's all I know. I checked my little phone this morning. I know I lost. Now, I believe A Good Kisser was in the top 3. And I feel like I should have won because everybody on my team made the final. Everybody on my team made the final. But it is what it is, Angie. I didn't have the drama points of Josh. You know, the people who had Josh probably had a lot of points. But, you know, everybody on my team still made the final. But back to the point at hand, because I'm about to get really sidetracked. Corey bet on himself at the beginning on the strength part of the final. I wasn't mad at Corey because Corey is a strong person. I'm like, okay, Corey, you know, if you're going to bet on anything, it's going to be the strength because it sure ain't the spelling bee or the puzzles. But Corey bet on himself and still came in last. So he started the thing with -2 minutes. And I said, damn, Corey, I mean, you had 2 boxes and Chris was beating you. I mean, Chris, I'm going to say this about Chris. You did the damn thing, Chris. And I'm proud of you. And I'm proud of your comeback story because I'm one of the few who don't respect that fire making in Survivor and then coming back winning because you made fire. I don't respect that in Survivor. I feel like Survivor is about the gameplay and you just wasn't there for Survivor. You was over there on Exile Island, but you did what you got to do and you had $1 million check. Who am I? I ain't got $1 million check, but you came over here on the challenge and showed out. And I'm proud of Chris and I'm proud of Desi because the Meow Meow messed it up for Desi last season with his non-swimming self. And Desi said second time the charm. When Desi said that in the clips, I was like, Desi about to win. I was pulling for Michaela, but I was like, Desi about to win. But anyway, so Corey is down -2. I know y'all be like, Angie jumps all over the place. And I'm hoping that y'all been rocking with me for so long that y'all used to it. Or y'all jump all over the place in conversations too, so we here. Anyway, next was the spelling bee next? Next was the spelling bee. And who Desi bet on herself, and Desi won the 2 minutes. Now that spelling bee was a little hard, and I was with Corey because I'm one of the people who I am a slave to autocorrect. Like, I'm not a bad speller, but I think since college, they had the little red line under your words and you could double click on it and find the right spelling. So for a very, very long time, and some of y'all done had it since birth, but I only had that since college. And I'm so used to spell correct, autocorrect, spell check that I don't, half the times I don't even try to sound out words. I just be typing them in and then go to look for the correct spelling because I don't have time. Spelling ain't my thing, numbers are my thing, but some of that spelling was hard. But Tori and Corey lost the spelling bee, so damn, here go Corey, -3 minutes. I think Desi and Bananas won. So up next is the puzzle, and the puzzle is where I call production. I call production because you telling me, wait, yeah, Bananas won the puzzle. Bananas won the puzzle, and Fessy and Tori won the puzzle. And I'm like, production, how Fessy and Tori got the exact same strategy and finished the puzzle like that? Now, Fessy, I understand. I feel like Fessy told Tori what to do because it's no way. Fessy is kind of smart and he's good at puzzles, but we all know Tori don't know how to do these puzzles. We ain't never seen Tori do a puzzle that good in our whole lives of watching the challenge. But all of a sudden, she was like, oh, I got a strategy. And it's the same strategy as Fessy's. And I'm done with the puzzle like that. I'm like, oh, okay, girl. Your friend helped you out. He told you the little tic-tac-toe color block theory. And ain't nobody else had that theory but y'all two. And y'all got it right in 5 seconds, whatever. Now, who came in last on the puzzle? Corey again. Corey again. I forget who came last. It must have been Chanel. Or was it? I don't know. Who cares? Now we get to the eating puzzle. And this is where I call production again. Because I could have swore just the last season that Tori won. The season that Tori won, that it was in her contract that she can't eat no meat. That she's a vegan now and she don't eat any meat. So they had to eat onions and dried up ice cream and everything else. But it was all regular food. But all of a sudden over here on the USA 2, Tori eating worms, maggots, cow eyeballs, blood. You don't get no more non-vegan than blood. It ain't that much work in the world, Davion. Fessy told Tori how to do this tic-tac-toe, and that's how she did it. And that's what I believe. But I don't really care if Fessy told Tori or not. Production could have told him. But we see she ain't make it up that mountain in the ATV. So whatever little cheating they did, they ain't cheat enough. Because production did Fessy so bad. I can't wait to get to it. So now we're at the end of the little... And I hate the eating like the eating portions of these... I feel like, I understand it's a part of the challenge to eat something nasty, but that's the hardest thing to watch is people constantly throwing up. It's already bad enough that they're eating this disgusting food, but it's just a 5-minute montage of throwing up, and it turns my stomach. But anyway, after it's all said and done, Bananas has a 2-minute advantage. Everyone else has a 1-minute advantage, except for Chanel, who is -1 minute, and Corey is a -5 minutes. I'm not even gonna read that. Zaki. He probably shocked too. Y'all cutting up in the comments already. But -5 minutes. I was like, Corey, I'm rooting for you. And you sitting up here lost every portion. Every portion. You couldn't even wolf that food down. you couldn't even gobble, 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 gobble all that food. You have the experience. Like I expected Tori to win the food challenge because that's where experience comes in. You're used to eating this nasty stuff. You got the strategy of eat, throw up, eat, throw up, eat. Like they got the strategy of eating that nasty food down. And when Michaela said, I'm sorry, I don't have a gas station palate, I fell out. Like Michaela was reading this entire final and I fell out. I love Michaela. But anyway, as Bailey said, I don't think the challenge is for you, sweetheart. Bailey told Corey that. Now, y'all was reading Corey earlier this season. Y'all said Corey ain't never gonna win the final. It just ain't in Corey to do it. I feel like if Corey didn't have that 5-minute disadvantage, he could have probably won this because he was on Chris's ass. But it is what it is. You lost the 5 minutes. Now they said it was a lot of stuff that we missed, and I downloaded the article, but I didn't have time to read it because, like I said, I was working hard all day. I still got some more work to do once I finish getting off of these lives. But I ain't gonna think about that. This is a time for me to decompress and talk about the shows that we love. So I didn't read the article. I just saw a little picture where they had to stand on logs. It looked like at the nighttime, but I'm assuming standing on those logs really didn't affect the times of the next day, so they didn't show it, which is good. Like I'm kind of happy. Like I understand a 2-part finale is interesting, it's fun, we enjoy it, but I'd rather see a 1-part finale that is to the point, good, eventful than 2 parts that are lackluster. Like, so if standing on them logs didn't mean anything, oh well. And maybe later on in the weekend I'll read the article and really see what was missed, and if I feel like it was something juicy, we could revisit that in a challenge chat. Bailey says where she say that at DM Rocks? Bailey ain't coming back. She on baby number 2. I think her, along with Cam, they about to sit and enjoy their family and ride this thing out. I don't think Bailey. Now, no, I don't see Bailey coming back. Number one, her husband got too much money. Swaggy got way. They don't even live in the United States no more. Last I saw, Bailey and Swaggy. I mean, I guess Puerto Rico is still the United States technically, but they got too much money. She don't need it. Why go through all this aggravation? She know nobody is really working with her. She would come in as an underdog. Like, why go through all of that when you got $250,000 to spare? Every time I see Bailey and Swaggy, they up on private jets, exotic islands with the baby, the whole, like they took their baby. Didn't they take their baby to Dubai for her first birthday? I'm like, she ain't even gonna remember this. And I remember when my family, this a while ago, my son is 20, but for his first birthday, I spent like $800, which back then was a ton. Back then for a single mom still in college, that was a ton of money. But my son loved Barney, and I got him like this huge life-size Barney balloon. And it wasn't even no other kids at the party but him. But I spent $800 on this huge 1-year-old birthday party, and my mama cussed me out. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But I'm just saying, Bailey and Swaggy done took their daughter to Dubai for her first birthday, and it must be nice. But if Bailey come back, I'm gonna root for her. If Bailey comes back, she needs to have like the Survivor Black Girls and Tiffany, so they could have another, solid alliance. But throwing Bailey back out there with like the likes of KC and Tyler, just so they could double cross her again, So this season right here would have been a good season for Bailey to be on, because I would have loved to see Bailey put Tyler's ball in that hopper every time. If I was Bailey, I would put his ball in the hopper every time, because he didn't do you right on your first season. He didn't do you right on All Stars. Girl, don't make it a third time mistake. But anyway, Angie, get off of Bailey. Where we at on the final? Because I done forgot what I was talking about. I done forgot what I was talking about. I guess we on the next day. Everybody started running up the mountain. This is where it did get a little bit confusing because I thought TJ said you could skip checkpoints, but the only checkpoint you had to do was number 3. But everybody got to the axe throw, and everybody threw the axe except for Fessy, Tori, because everybody else took the shortcut, I believe. But this is where I think production was wrong. Hey, King Cash. Production, you was wrong. Because y'all saw Fessy go the wrong way at the bottom of that mountain. But y'all let him take that whole shortcut just for TJ to be like, turn around and go back. You got to do this all over again. Like you knew, you could have just told Fessy he was out. Because you knew. You knew. If he had to turn around and start all over again, he was going to be out anyway. He'd be like, Fessy, you out. You ain't even got to work your knees going back up and down this mountain because you ain't going to make it, sir. But anyway, was that wrong? Put it in the chat. Like, if you were going to tell him he went the wrong way anyway, why not tell him at the bottom of the mountain? Yeah, they could have at least yelled it or something, because I did peep game that when Fessy started running, it looked like he ran up the shortcut. And I was like, but no, he couldn't have ran up the shortcut. They just showing us that sign because they would have told him at the bottom, like, yo, Fessy, wrong way. And he still would have been in last. He still would have been in last because Corey got the axe and would have beat him up that shortcut. Just like Chanel got the axe and beat Tori up the shortcut. So Fessy was going to get last anyway. I don't know. But who cares? Somebody had to come in last. And that's who came in last because Fessy and Tori didn't get the axe. They had to go all the way around the long way. And they lost. I don't feel no way it's bad for them. I feel like this is a sign to production to put stronger competition on the main show, because we would get different winners like we have over here on the USA 2. And we would see it just would be a better game instead of just a show full of layups and Tori or KC getting to the end with a strong guy or a puzzle master and winning. Production wrong for letting Desi do the balancing when Michaela got there first. No, Michaela was wrong because I don't know what Michaela was looking around for. I'm sure Michaela saw it was only 2 of them up there too. She should have ran over there to it. But hey, Michaela says she learned she made a $250,000 mistake, and Michaela's gonna be asked back. Like Michaela, shout out Desi, whoop 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 whoop. Desi won, but Michaela is the new face of this show. Like Michaela is the all-star of USA number 2, because Michaela is gonna give us good confessionals. She gonna read down the cast. She ain't scared of nobody, and she gonna tell them exactly how she feel about them, and she ain't even got to raise her voice, and she's strong at all the challenges. Like Desi is good at all the challenges, but she's not giving us the production. She's not giving us the drama. Desi was sitting around crying to Tori, and I was like, girl, Michaela would never. Michaela would never. So, I mean, y'all put Sarah Lucina would never. What Sarah? She better say something nice. What'd she say? Sarah did post about Desi on Instagram congratulating her, as she should. As she should. Angie, don't say nothing about Sarah, because I like Sarah. I want to see Sarah come back. Shout out to Survivor for winning this 2 years in a row. Now I think about it, because Danny and Sarah were Survivor. Look, they're going to quit casting Survivor. I'm telling you, on the USA 3, everybody from Survivor Ball going to live in that hopper. They're going to be like, Survivor ain't winning again. But shout out to Survivor for winning this thing 2 years in a row. Okay, back to the next thing. If you do the balancing with the rocks correct, you get to take an ATV all the way up to the next checkpoint, which I thought was huge. That was huge. And I feel like Michaela's true mistake wasn't even letting Desi get there first. Michaela's true mistake was running for it. Like, girl, didn't you hear TJ say this is a total of 10 miles? 10 miles, Michaela, wait on the ATV. Like, as soon as, who was there? Was it Bananas there? I don't know who was there when they got there. It must have been Bananas. But whoever it was, just wait those few minutes and start balancing your rocks. Start looking at the scales so you can see what needs to be done. But you running off for it, you burned your legs out, because that was a total, it was 10 miles all uphill. Do you know how hard that is? 10 miles on a straight terrain is hard enough. But they were going all uphill. You gassed your legs out. So when Michaela finally got to the part where they had to build the names up and push it over and continue to trek up the mountain, her legs had given out. She should have waited for the ATV. And I mean, she wasn't technically medically DQ'd, was she? I don't know. They ain't really show it. They just saw her eating a banana, getting her blood pressure checked. But she had already lost, so it didn't matter. But yeah, that was Michaela's $1 million mistake, or $250,000 mistake, is not waiting. Because she could have caught up on those ATVs, and if she would have saved the strength of her legs by riding the ATV, she probably could have outran Desi uphill. Who knows? But I love Michaela. Michaela will be asked back. Like, it's not a doubt in my mind. I feel like every time they do the USA, Michaela is going to be on it. She's going to be the new staple vet, I hope. And she's going to be the one to beat. It's going to be hard to beat her. But at this point, when we're done with checkpoint 2, and I see it's all 3 Survivor Black girls, and I'm only putting an emphasis on their race because I've never seen it before on the challenge. And the fact that they all worked together from beginning to end, they all had a redemption story. Like Desi's redemption was getting knocked out by Enzo last season. Chanel, I didn't even remember Chanel. Y'all know from the preseason. I didn't even know who Chanel was until, they did a couple of flashbacks. And then Michaela got snaked out the game because she wrote some names on the paper and her partner didn't try in the first elimination. And of all people, she let Michelle, of all people. And Michelle, that's your ass. I'm just telling you now, in the future, Michelle, that's your ass. You can't come back. You better make a name, a place for yourself over there on MTV, because over here on CBS, none of the Survivor people will ever trust you again. That's your ass, Michelle. But anyway, I was just really proud to see those 3 Black women running for the 250. Because now that Tori is seated, I'm like, I don't care which one of you ladies win. I'm going to be proud of any of you. Like, I will be happy for any of you winning this. And I'm proud for all, like they said, young Black girls who want to come do Survivor or the challenge one day. They now see it can be done. And this is what I mean by sometimes Black people just got to work together. Like, I'm sure they got on each other's nerves every once in a while, but sometimes you just got to work together to get to the end. And I'm going to get into Survivor next. At 7:00, we're going to get into Survivor. But I need y'all to just sometimes it helps to work together. You ain't got to put a label on it. We ain't got to call it the cookout. We ain't got to do all of that. But sometimes it helps to have each other's backs. But anyway, who else didn't get it? Bananas lost the scale thing, so he didn't get an ATV, so he had to do the same walking Michaela did. But Bananas still came in what, third, fourth place? Like, he still made it. You know, Bananas used to these kind of finals, and he knows what kind of training to do. This Michaela's first one technically, so I'm sure if she comes back, she'll know, you know, how to pace herself and whatever. But when Chris made it up to the mountain first, let me tell y'all, I don't know if it's my old age. I don't know what it is. But I had a slight little watery moment. Nothing fell down my face. I did not shed a tear, but a little bit of water buckled. It could have been allergies. I don't know. But I was really happy for Chris. I really was, because I was like, yeah, Chris, you did that. Like, I wanted Corey to do it. I kind of wanted Fessy. Like, I wanted Corey or Fessy to get their first win. But when Chris did it, like, yeah, he ate this season up. He ate it up. Chris ate it up. And I was really proud of him. And I just was like, oh. And then Desi came up. But, you know, Corey was technically second. But second don't mean nothing. Yeah, ain't no money for second, and we ain't splitting no checks over here. We ain't breaking everybody off $25K over here. But, you know, Corey came in second, and, you know, another little watery moment because he did it for his girls. And, you know, I like Corey, and I really want him to get a win. Damn it, them 5 minutes, Corey, them 5 minutes. I think you could have did it if it wasn't for them 5 minutes. But hey, it is what it is, Corey. It is what it is. But like I said, I saw Corey on Instagram building a mansion out in LA, so his pockets ain't hurt. You know, his pockets ain't hurt. Because, you know, that land out there in LA ain't cheap. But anyway, when Desi touched the flag, you know, a little more mist. I'm like, I'm so proud. I don't know why I was so proud. I don't know why I was so proud of people this season. I think because it finally was a good final where you didn't know where people would land. It wasn't like, okay, we know Nany losing this. You know, if Josh was there, we know Josh coming in last place. You know, it really was like these ladies had to fight for it because this final was stacked. And whoever won it deserved it. It wasn't no shortcuts. It wasn't no production phase. It wasn't no puzzle master. It was like, if you made it to the top, you deserved it. And I think Chris probably had the hardest road to fight because they stayed throwing Chris in, and he knocked out a lot of heavy hitters. Wes, Tyler. What's this boy name? Did he knock out Lewis? I done forgot the other people he knocked out. Oh, he knocked out Tori's little friend, Sebastian. So, you know, Chris had to fight for this. And, you know, I'm proud of him. I hope they ask him back. I hope he comes back to defend his title, you know. And I'm happy it was individual because I feel like they need to stop the partner stuff. Because partners, if you had a wrong partner, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time because I'm surprised ain't nobody twist their ankle all on rocks and mountains to climb up. But it was a good final. Let's get into the comments. And then, of course, you know, 20 minutes, I got to go over to Survivor. I got a couple of things to say about Survivor, but so far a good season. Oh, a quick shout out to everyone that's watching on the rewatch tomorrow night. 6 p.m. Central. I haven't set up the link or anything yet, but I'll probably do that tonight. I have the fantasy link for season 39. If you want to play, let me see. If you want to play, let me see if I could pull it up over here on another tab. DM me on Twitter or Instagram, Kiss My Cheeks TV, so I can send you the link. We've been having a really good time on fantasy. I'm about to see right now if a good kisser won this thing. I don't know which league I can't pull up on my computer. It's probably the one I'm looking for. But shout out to all the good kissers. That's what we call ourselves. You know, everybody who gets the link from me, that's kind of like our group team name is the Good Kissers. So I'm really happy and proud of all the good kissers. Yeah, of course. This is the league that's not on the computer. So I just have to tell y'all from my phone. Okay. Let me get to it. But if you want to play, DM me. The fantasy party will be tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central for season 39. No, whatever little episode that came on Wednesday night, I ain't watch it yet. And I'm kind of scared to watch it because I feel like I watched the first 10 minutes where they were just standing there looking for TJ. And I said, this kind of looked like episode 1. And I don't want to be, if it's not episode 1, tell me. But if it's episode 1 and they're going to show us the exact same thing next Wednesday, I don't want to watch it. I could wait. But James, I don't know if James is a good kisser. I don't know if Josie Ann is a good kisser, but Vontae is a good kisser and he is in 3rd place. Shout out to Vontae. His name is Kiss My Tay-Tays. Hey. Who did he have on his team? He had Chris, who won, Corey and Desi. Oh, he had his team really is how he win, and how he get in 3rd because he got all the same people I got. Well, he had Tori. I ain't had Tori. I did not have Tori. He had Michaela, Chris, Tori, Corey, Desi, and Fessy. I think the only person we had different was Chanel. I had Chanel, and he had Tori. And that's probably the points. Tori gets a lot of screen time, a lot of confessionals, a little bit of drama. So Chanel was kind of laid back too. But all right, shout out Vontae for taking 3rd place for the Good Kissers. Stormy, I recognize Stormy. She got 7th. Dan is in 11th. Oh, shout out to Dejan in 14th. Zuda in 16th. Dabu in 20th. I'm all the way down at 26. Davion 27. I'm just upset that I'm at 26. But shout out. We have a good time playing the fantasy. So Davion, I just told you. I just seen your comment. I forgot. Davion, I think you were right after me. Yes, in 27. 27. And I'm in 26. But shout out to the good kissers that made the top 5. And we're going to try to win this thing for 39 because I made a promise. If you all don't recall, I made a promise to, we're going to discuss it tomorrow night, but I made a promise to pick a few people on my team that I don't like just so I can get some of the confessional drama points, because it's more than just winning dailies and eliminations. Like playing this fantasy, especially Big Brother, the way Mama Felicia got all the points over there on Big Brother and I didn't pick up Felicia, and like Josh got all the points this season. Like you got to pick up people who are dramatic, that are going to get the drama points because they're going to push you to the top of the leaderboard. And then you also got to get a couple of people that's going to win. So, I made a promise. I ain't promising Michelle now. I don't know. But we're gonna have a good discussion about it tomorrow and get into that. But that's tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Again, DM me for the link. Now, when we get into Survivor, I can show you where we all are. I can see Survivor and Big Brother. I just can't see the challenge. And I think what I learned that I have to do so I can show it on my computer and my phone is I have to create a dummy team on the computer first. So when I create my real team on my phone, I can see both of them. And I didn't do that for USA 2. So that's why I can't see it. But we'll get there. Let's see what everybody's talking about in the comments. Oh, you was crying for Desi at the end. We all had a little tear in our eye. I don't know what it was. Maybe some pollen was going around. I don't know. But I had tears at the end of this too. This is what they always need to do, make every final one episode. I kind of can agree with that. If it's not adding anything to the story of the final, we don't need to see it. Koki, it was you. I knew it was somebody who was talking that mess about Corey. It was somebody who said Corey ain't gonna never do it. He ain't never gonna make it. I knew it was somebody. I think Corey can do this. I really do. This was Corey's final to do, because you notice day 2, Corey was on it. But I think that spelling bee and that puzzle, that 5 minutes messed Corey up. But to be fair, he did get second overall. Yep, he made up his time. I think Corey can do this. But we also ain't seen nobody jump in the water, so we ain't really test nobody's swimming skills either. Which it probably was too cold to jump in the water. I don't know. I see that. Oh, yeah, you saw me on Twitter. We're rooting for you. I was so mad at them 5 minutes. Did you hear Tori was... Oh, yeah, I read that. I saw Tori do that. I had Desi on my team. Hopefully, Davion. I'm telling you, when we do season 39, you have to pick at least 2 people that will be dramatic, have a lot of confessionals, get into fights with people, not fist fights, but, argue, because you're gonna need the drama points. If you just pick, like I picked my team was stacked with winners. Like my whole team made the final, but it didn't mean nothing because Desi was boring. Sorry. Chanel was boring. Sorry. Really, Corey and Fessy were low-key, not really into too much. The only person that got me drama points was Michaela. And I got a lot of points for Chris because he kept winning eliminations, but Chris was never in my starting lineup. Like, that's what really messed me up. I never had Chris in my starting lineup because I always felt like Corey or Fessy would win the daily, but I was losing points because Chris was constantly winning eliminations. Like, you really have to have a balanced team. You just can't have a stacked team of winners, especially if they're boring. Oh, you always watch after because you work. I understand. Survivor has been showing out recently. All of them have been winning these past few seasons and making the finals. I agree. And who gonna stop them? Because you got to be built different to do Survivor. Because Big Brother ain't the same now. Cirie is struggling in that Big Brother. Cirie is struggling in that Big Brother house, and she should be on easy mode. Like, you ain't got no ants crawling over you. You ain't got to make a fire. All your food and everything is right there, but she is struggling in that Big Brother house. I think because being on Big Brother is like being on punishment. You can't go nowhere. You can't do anything. You kind of got to do what production says, and you're around all these people that's on your nerve. And I get it because a lot of you all are a lot younger than me, but I'm an empty nester, and I don't like all them people running through my house either. Like, I miss my son. He was just back for fall break for a few days, and we had a good time. But then he went on right back to school. So I understand. I get it, Cirie. It was so sweet when Desi and Chanel were crying and hugging each other. It really was. I'm mad. Michaela must have got medically DQ'd. She must not have made it to the top of that mountain. And I guess, if you lost, what's the point of keep crawling up that mountain? I don't know. But Michaela will be back. When I make it on Survivor and do the challenge, I'm going to shout out. Thank you. Thank you, DM Rocks. I hope you make it on Survivor. You want to do Survivor? Survivor is like, oh, I can't wait to talk about Survivor next. But Survivor is a show I just know off the bat. Angie ain't doing it. I'm going to continue to watch from my couch. It's nothing about Survivor, not even $1 million. Nothing about Survivor entices me. I don't even like to go camping for fun. I think that would be torture if you say, Angie, we going on vacation and we're going camping. It's like, even glamping, like, just let's just pick a city, find us a nice hotel. You know, I love me an Embassy Suites because they got the free cocktail hour, and you know, let's just have fun in the city and sleep comfortably. But nothing about being in the wood. I don't even want to see the wilderness. You know, I think it was Zaki. Zaki took this beautiful picture, a lot of beautiful pictures on Instagram. I'm telling your business, Zaki, but you posted on Instagram. And it was just really beautiful nature pictures, the color changing of the trees. And I just was like, that is so beautiful. And he was like, it was worth the hike. And in my mind, I was like, oh, I would have never seen it. I ain't say that on his Instagram, but that's what I thought. I was like, I would never see this because I'm not hiking out. No, if I can't drive to it and look at it, I don't want to go. I'm a mess. I am a mess. Yeah, I don't know what Corey was doing. Exactly, Dan. I love seeing them be able to celebrate. Yes. Bananas won the eating part. Okay. Bananas won the eating with Tori. As they should have. They're used to it. I am proud of Fessy, though. TJ pointed that out as well. Because we all seen in the past, Fessy does not like to eat the nasty foods. And he quit that one time, though, even though I ain't really blame him for quitting because what I'm about to eat all this food for, and KC done twisted her knee. And we ain't about to win. So why am I about to eat all this food? And I think Fessy is another one. Maybe that's why they had all the tofu, because I don't think Fessy eats meat. Or maybe he doesn't eat red meat. And that's why they made him eat worms. I don't know. Tori versus Anissa. Why y'all had to put Anissa age up here? And Nani, the layup of the decade. The champs, Tori versus Camilla. I don't even understand this question. Tori versus Anissa, who is 40. Shout out to the 40-year-olds. Nani, who is the layup of the decade. Champs, Tori versus Camilla, Cara, Desi, Kaz, Casey, Desi. Michaela is a flop. I don't get it. Oh, you're saying when Tori is playing with Anissa and Nani, she's the winner, but when she comes up against some real players, she a flop. Okay, I agree with that, Dabu, 100%. 100%. It's not his strategy in the game. It's the final. It's not the final. It's his strategy. Look, I don't know. Y'all done called Corey the male Nani. That is not right. That is not right. I don't think Corey is the male Nani. Do y'all think Corey needs to go on a season with a strong female partner to win one of these? Like if Corey was maybe partnered with Tori, or maybe Corey and Cara, or maybe even Corey and Ashley, maybe he might win one of these. I don't know. But to me, if Corey didn't win USA 2, he should have went over there to 39. Corey would have won 39. He would have had a much easier road on 39. Fessy too. I wonder why they weren't asked. Also, I'm doing good, Dabu. Okay, y'all having a side conversation. Well, we're happy you're doing good. Could be better today, but I'm not complaining. I'm not gonna complain either, Zuda. I'm not gonna complain. I already complained a little bit. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna read that because that's allegedly. Allegedly. Fessy did that to himself. Y'all think he was trying to cheat? Y'all think he went down the wrong path on purpose? Somebody did say it ain't the challenge if you ain't cheating. They say you cheating. What you get away with, you get away with. Also, I'm realizing that basically every time Tori had competition in any final, she's either purged or last. I ain't never been a fan, so I ain't never been a fan. I'm not drinking any alcohol today. I want to, but I'm still working. I gotta focus. As Bailey, oh, I read that one. Oh, she said that to Nani. I can see Bailey saying that to Nani, because why would Bailey say the challenge isn't for Corey? Because I feel like Corey does good at the challenge until he gets to the final. I can't even say Corey should have got Bananas out because he technically beat Bananas in the final. I can't even say the Survivor girls should have got Tori out because they beat Tori. Sometimes it's got to be you. Somebody did say Chris would win. It's crazy the rookies let Tori and Bananas get to the final and still won. I just said that, King Cash. I was just thinking that, like, because the whole season I was like, they should have got Tori out. They should have. Why ain't nobody gunning for Bananas? Y'all think Bananas has aged out? Do you think him, because this isn't his first time not doing good in the final, do you think that 40 is the number and he's just doesn't have the knees that the other people got? Not saying that Bananas isn't good, because his 40 is not my 40. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all for real. It was one of my soror's birthday last night. It was my mom's birthday too. Shout out to my mom. Happy birthday to my soror too. And we went out to a little karaoke club, and we did a little bit of dancing. But at the end of the night, your girl wanted to hear Beyonce, and I said play something for the Renaissance. And they played Cuff It, and we did the little get low and bring your knee up dance. I'm telling y'all, I woke up this morning, my back hurt so bad. My back hurt so bad. And it's something about the A, the G, and the E. I've been doing everything. And it's just like, get out there, do a little Beyonce, kick your knee up, and you wake up, your back be out. And it's a part of life. You could skip, but everyone wanted to gamble. Oh yeah, you could skip. I thought you could, because technically that's what Michaela did on part 2. She skipped. I wouldn't have skipped. Okay, I saw these comments where production could have yelled at Fessy. Oh, everybody was crying when she crossed the finish line in her winning speech and her confession. Desi is a stand-up person, and I'm really proud of her. And I think they will ask Desi back, but I just don't think Desi will be the face, because they need a new face of this show, because Banana's getting ready to go away. Tori, you got to win some more for me. Production was wrong for letting Desi do the balance. Oh, I read these already. Exactly. They keep rotating the winners. Why every season they either have Jordan, Banana, CT, West guaranteed to the finals? But see, they starting to age out. That's probably why West retired, because you're supposed to retire on the top. You're not supposed to just keep losing, and then find, like, you're supposed to retire. Okay, because West just won over there on the All-Stars. He could retire. It was funny when Michaela said, yep. She said, pallet. Yeah, your gas station pallet. I feel like the next generation has a lot of female potential. Norris, Desi, Olivia, Michaela are all tough. I can't wait to see what Norris and Olivia do over on 39. More than anything, I want to see this fallout over on season 39. I'm telling you, MTV. If y'all cut out all the drama, we done heard about 50 million hookups. Everybody done unfollowed everybody. I want to know why. I want to see why. I don't want to see no fluffy little arguments over math problems and pizza. I want to know why. I want to see it. I want to see all the hookups, all the fights. That's really only why I'm watching. Really. Bananas was there. Oh, okay. Bananas was there. Okay. Tori won just in time because the female side about to become the Hunger Games. It really is. And they're about to bring Cara back too. And Laurel. Oh. Because, I heard that rumor that Tori didn't want Cara to come back until she had a win. Now, that's a little rumor I heard on the Twitter streets that Tori was the one, because I heard it was someone every season that was like, if Cara come, they're walking off. And I was like, well, who is it? Because, it was really Paulie. And I was like, well, who is it? Because Kyle not there, and who else can't stand Paulie and Cara? And I heard it was Tori. And Tori was like, until she get a win, she don't want Cara on the show. And now that Tori got her win, Cara is slowly coming back into the fold, which she should have been back. Because, girl, once Cara come back, Tori, you might as well just go ahead and sit over there with Anissa on the podcast, because I don't know what you gonna win. Tell you the truth. You really, who was in that final with Tori? I got to put my thinking cap on because I don't forgot. I know it was Nany and Bananas, Tori and Devin, because this was Ride or Dies. I done forgot who else was in the final. I remember Anissa twisted her ankle. And I think it wasn't Sarah, Lucina, and Theo, was it? I done forgot who was over there on the Ride or Dies. But I can guarantee you this, Tori. Competition about to get thick again. So you might just want to iHeartRadio or whatever that little station is. You might want to go ahead and just get a contract with them. I absolutely would have been. It really would have been if Michaela and Chris would have won together. But I'm equally as happy for Desi. Equally. Yes. On the main show, they're trash. Check and check. Jay really isn't trash. Let me see where I'm at with time. Okay, it's 7:00. I'm talking too much. But Jay, most of y'all gonna come back for Survivor anyway. So if I go a little bit over, I don't think y'all mind. Jay really isn't trash to me. I think Jay never got a fair shake. And because of the vacation crew, his reputation is tarnished. Because I remember Jay's first season, he was on there with Josh and he was close with Fessy. He was close with the guys in that vacation crew, like the Fessies, the Coreys. Y'all know my memory bad, but I know Jay was cool with them and he was working with them. And all of a sudden, it was like Josh got a fear that he might have to go into elimination. So he just switched on Jay. And it was like, he just started coming for Jay and arguing with Jay. And I can't trust you this. And I was like, well, what did Jay do? He's working with y'all. Like, why are you coming for him just because you scared? You rather put a target on Jay's back before a target gets on your back because you a layup. And let's just call a thing a thing. If it wasn't for Josh's friends being some of the most powerful and strongest people in this game, Josh would never make it as far as he makes it. Ever. But anyway, this ain't got nothing to do with Josh. He wasn't there. This is about Jay. And it seems like ever since that season, people just stopped trusting Jay. And I don't think Jay knew how to pivot. Like, he would constantly want to try to work with them, but they would just throw him under the bus, go in. And then finally, when he did come back with Michelle completely tarnished his game because Michelle had him making crazy, ridiculous moves. And so I feel like now Jay is on the outs of the popular crew. So I'm hoping, I'm praying, Jay. I really got my fingers crossed because I want to put you on my fantasy team, but I have a feeling you're going to link up with Michelle, and it's just not going to work out well for you. I just feel like putting your strategy in Michelle's hand ain't never going to get you to the end of the game. Because she a snake. She don't care about nobody but herself. And I don't even think Michelle in her right mind believes she could win one of these finals against anybody. I think Michelle wants one of those Tori, Devin, Josh contracts where she's contracted to show up every season and they throw her 20, 30K just to show up. And this is what she does. And then she goes on Instagram and gets all the influencer checks with who's ever influenced by Michelle, not me. But whatever. I mean, live your life, make your money. I was just glad it wasn't Tori. Me too, girl. Me too. Tori was getting dominated by them girls. And she was. Okay, let me see. I think I read some of these. Tori with the excuses, showing us her neck. Girl, ain't nobody cared nothing about your neck. Everybody had a rock in their neck, in their shoulder, in their arms. You wasn't the only one, girl. You went home. I don't even know why they was talking to Tori. Girl, you went home. Chris is an instant legend, 5 limbs, and 1 crazy good season. Somebody else did that. I can't remember who it was. But somebody else constantly got thrown in and won too. Is Chris an instant legend? I don't know about legend. I mean, he's an instant champ, and we gonna put respect on his name. But he got to win 3 or 4 of these before he become a legend, at least 2. Chris got a lot of disrespect, like that's Luca Angelo. Like he made the Survivor format, so I'm glad he had a dominant season. I am too. Now, if he go back like on Survivor on like a second chance, well, he can't go on second chances because you already won. I don't know, Chris. Maybe did he go back on Winners at War? Was Chris on Winners at War? I don't know. It was sweet when Chanel and Desi were crying and hugging each other. Yep. It's a prelim. Nothing is going on. Okay, so I could watch it. Okay, I'll go back and watch it over the week. I'm going to try to watch it tonight so we can discuss it tomorrow when we do the fantasy party. But I thought, because, sometimes they'll be like, check this out, and it just be episode 1. And then when I go watch episode 1, I'll be like, damn, I ain't about to watch it again. It's not. It's like the alliances, storylines, introductions. Okay, good. It was like War of the Wars when they had episode 0 in the tent before the game started. Y'all know my memory does not go back that far. Michelle already hooking up. Definitely take Norris or Melissa. I think I'm going to get Melissa because Melissa will get in your face. I ain't seen Norris get about it yet. She argued a little bit with Raven, but Raven went home too fast. But I kind of want Norris because Norris going to take Olivia, man. And that's going to be some mess. Because I may not do this fantasy season. Oh, you're not going to do it, Zuda? I mean, you stay with the good pigs. Hey, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. I do it every October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Okay. Let me try to skip some of these, get to the bottom. Corey will only win with Ashley. I said that. Will I be able to watch 39 on Paramount Plus? I know I was able to watch when DirecTV and CBS was at beef. I could watch it on Paramount Plus. I think Amazon Prime the next day. I think Amazon Prime, or is it Prime TV, whatever it's called, is where the MTV shows go. But I think Paramount Plus is CBS. Probably Drew, because MTV, who knows? Child, I could be lying. My husband is still paying for the DirecTV, and so as long as he paying the cable bill, I'm going to put it on my DVR. So I haven't quite figured out all the streaming. Camping is so fun. You got to try it. It was your first time. Y'all ain't gonna get me out there with the mosquitoes and the bears. I be watching videos because you know I live close to Gatlinburg, and them bears be getting in people's cars and running up on their balconies, snatching their food. I don't have time for it. Cause see, even if I play dead, the bear gonna think I'm too juicy and still try to maul me and eat me up. I ain't got time. It was only 3 miles. 3 miles isn't bad because I used to do 5Ks in my younger days, and I think a 5K is 3 point something miles. So I probably could do that. I ain't did a 5K in a really long. It's been at least 10 years. It's been at least 10 years since I've done a 5K. Okay. Josh is the male Nani. I can't even say that, Dabu. Josh started on 33 and hasn't won. Corey started 27. But we know Josh not gonna win. I don't care who partner he is. He's not winning. Corey has a chance. Okay, let me go to the end of this. Bananas was fine, right? Bananas probably could have won if he got on one of them ATVs. He would have at least gave Chris a run for his money. Nani done much more than Josh ever has. Facts. At least Nani has entertained me in a good way. Like Josh, his antics, I'll be ready to fast forward. I don't have time for all that pots, pans, banging, crying over math problems, crying over pizza that ain't even had nothing to do with you. We didn't get to see none of the Fessy fights this season. Like, this is something else I want to tell MTV and CBS for season 3 of the USA. Don't put stuff in the super trailer to get us hype to watch your show, and then when we watch it the whole season, we don't get to see none of it. Don't do that anymore. Okay, facts. Definitely Leroy. They did make a comment about if Corey lost this season, he would tie Leroy with 5 finals, 0 losses. Production can truly never beat the allegations of Cara not being allowed back because soon as Tori won, there she. I know, and I do got to end this because I got to start up Survivor. But where is All Stars 4? Like, I don't give a damn about nothing else. I'm so hyped. We've been so hyped for All Stars 4. Where is it? Y'all done cast, taped, and put USA 2 out, and All Stars 4 was done, and 39. And All Stars 4 is just sitting on somebody's shelf like do. Like that's what we want to see. But you're right, Zuda. That rumor was around, and as soon as Tori and her puzzle master won, here comes Tara. Jay's first season was total madness. Oh, y'all said Jay was trash. He was on there with Teresa. I thought Jay was on there with Josh, and it was cool, and then Josh flipped on him. Y'all know my memory bad. I could be wrong. The hate for Michelle that Angie is glorious. I don't hate Michelle. I just dislike her. Like, she's not my cup of tea, and I don't trust her. And that's on the show and off the show because y'all know, y'all were there. Some of y'all, and you know what I'm talking about. I ain't even gonna bring it back up because the people involved have dropped it. But when people show me their true colors like that, it's like, oh, okay, I see you. I see you. And all the apologies and all that other stuff, it really don't mean, like, once I start rocking with you, it's like, okay, that's enough. That's enough. Okay, I ain't never gonna. Okay, I'm almost through with the comments. Okay, best rookie season, definitely. Nobody else has been able to win 5 challenges in a win in the season. Oh no, I thought somebody else did that. Norris is gonna argue all season. Okay, Norris is a lock in. I just need some more. Now I see y'all talking about Asaf. Also don't know how far Asaf will make it, but you could get him. He'll have the For My Kids. Asaf got kids. No, Asaf was never on my thought to pick. And I'm there with you, Dabu. Asaf got kids. I ain't never heard of him say he got kids. Norris is going on the fantasy team for sure. Apparently he said that on the episode Wednesday. Oh, I ain't watched it yet, but I'll watch it, I guess. But anyway, y'all, let me turn this off. I done went way over time. And if you want to talk about Survivor, I'm getting ready to turn this one off and turn Survivor on. Please join me. If you're waiting on Survivor, I'm on my way. Please like the video, comment, share. Please subscribe to the channel. The content is not dry. Like USA 2N season 39 begins. So the challenge said we ain't gonna be bored. So please subscribe to the channel. I will be here for season 39. I talked to Kamisha and Drew on Twitter and the DMs, and we will be reviewing the season. It won't be a weekly thing. It might be like a bi-weekly or tri-weekly, if that's a word. Just because, I was honest with Kamisha, like this time of the year, my schedule is extremely busy and I don't want to commit to a group panel that I have to keep rescheduling and do things like that. So whenever the panel comes together, myself, Kamisha, and Drew, to talk about season 39, I will promote it on Twitter and Instagram so you all can know. But of course, I'm going to have my own reviews every week with you all, but I just couldn't commit to panel as well. So, but look forward to that. I know double eviction is coming. Oh, next week going to be a mess. I hope my schedule will allow. Because double eviction is going to be good. I haven't talked to Charles today. That's why I haven't set up the Big Brother chat. And Charles is an entrepreneur, so his busy times could be different than mine, and I respect everyone's schedule. So even if Charles can't do it tomorrow, I'm going to come up and talk about Big Brother tomorrow because it's been a while. So look forward to that. And again, tomorrow night will be the fantasy party. So time for Survivor. I will see you all in a few minutes, really a few seconds. And if you're not back for Survivor, I will see you tomorrow night for the fantasy party. So y'all have a good one. See you later. Bye. Who is texting me?